All right, we have here a beautiful Permobil F5. These are not that common. You don't see a lot of F5. You see a lot of F3s, M3s. The F5 is the top echelon in the Permobil chairs. The reason you don't see a lot of these is just they're a lot more expensive. And also, this power chair here has a top speed of 7.5 miles an hour. So this power chair here only has 2 miles, so it's practically brand new. The discoloration on the tires, that's just from the factory. That comes off just by rubbing with your fingers. That's the way it is from the factory. So this chair has 2 miles. It's the Permobil F5, very hard to find. This Permobil has 5 electrical function. The F5 has the 14-inch seat lift. That's correct. Most chairs only have 10, 12. This has a 14-inch seat lift. It also has the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric legs, and the 5th function, it has what's called the Anterior tilt, which the seat will tilt forward a little bit. So you'll have that forward tilt on the seat. 5 electrical functions on this power chair. Let's look at the function, how they work. So all the functions can be worked through the joystick or through the switch box. I like to use the switch box, it's quicker for me. So if I use the first button, I push it on it, the seat is going to start going up. So technically, when the seat is all the way down, it'll be about 22 inches when it's down. So if you add your 14 inches, by the time it's all the way to the top, you will be at 36 inches. All right, so here goes your 14 inches right now. You can see how much higher it is. The nice thing about this is at that height, if you're doing dishes or you're working on your sink, you're looking down at your dishes. You're not level. You can lower the seat if you're too high. But you also can get to the top cabinets. There's a lot of things you can do at that height. And also this chair will drive at that height. Of course, it'll drive at a reduced speed, but it's plenty fast enough for inside your house. I can't make it go too fast here because we don't have a lot of room, but you can see it drives with the seat elevated. So this is your seat lift. Right now we're at 36 inches all the way to the top seat. This is your 14-inch seat lift. Let's look at the base on this chair. This is a front wheel drive. So these are air tires on this one. You can see there's a valve here. So this one here, a lot of people like air tires because you have a little smoother ride with air tires. So these are 14-inch air tires. You have your tip wheels in front. They don't touch the ground. They're only there unless you do something really crazy. You have your 8-inch caster wheels in the back. You have springs here, you have suspension, you have 2 shocks on this side, 1 for the front, 1 for the back. You have 2 on this side, 2 on the opposite side. You have 4 of these super heavy duty shocks. This is why these chairs have such a good ride when you're outside. They have a fantastic ride. You have an anchor point here, and you have another anchor point back here. So this is where you would secure your chair, right here, and right here on this. You have 2 on this side, 2 on the opposite side. If you're going to transport this chair in your van or on your lift, this is where you would hook it up. Now remember, this chair weighs 425 pounds, so it's a really heavy power chair. 425 pounds, the weight of this chair. I could be off 10, 15 pounds either way. Now, right now you can see the chair is in gear and it weighs 425 pounds. So I can't lift it and I can't push it if it's broken down. But each wheel has its own motor, and you can see a lever here. If I push that lever down and make sure the power is off. The reason you want the power off is you want no resistance, no electrical resistance in the motor. When the power is off, now you can see the wheel is freewheeling. You have to do both motors on both sides and you'll be able to wheel it wherever you need to wheel it. Okay? So that's how you do the freewheel. When you're done, do not forget, put it back in gear, turn your power back on. This is a front wheel drive chair. So I told you the chair weighs 425 pounds. If you have a 200-pound person, that's 625 pounds of weight that's going to be transferred right here. So it's good for outside because it gives you more traction. Some of you will know what I'm talking about. So you'll have more traction. Plus this is an air tire, so you have even more traction. So the seat is elevated now. That's the first electrical function. I'm going to bring the seat down. I'm going to straighten out that. I like my wheels to be straight. I'm going to bring the seat down. As the seat is going down, I'm going to talk about the swing away. This is called a swing away joystick. So if you get to a table and you want to get the table right up to the arms or right up to your stomach, you can just swing the joystick to the side instead of having it all the way here, okay? Everything's set up on the right side, but if you're left-handed, we can transfer the joystick to the left side, and if we have the joystick on the left side, it'll swing on the opposite side, okay? So that's called your swing away joystick right there. So the second function I'm going to show is called the electric tilt. The electric tilt is when the base right here, this is called the base. When the base goes back, of course it's going to take the legs, it's going to take the back because they're all connected together. This is called the electric tilt. This is as far as it'll go. Okay? The next function I'm going to show is called the electric legs. Now these legs are a little short right now. They can be adjusted. Right now they're adjusted probably for someone 5'6". But if you're 6'2" or 5'6", we can make them longer. They'll still be electric. We can adjust them to your specification. So if you needed some good circulation, this is a little extreme circulation, you could be halfway tilted. Let me bring it halfway down, just to show you. So if you're halfway tilted like this here, your legs will still be higher than your body. So if you need your feet up in the air, I'm going to back up the chair a little bit here, and I'm going to bring the seat all the way back down. And I'm going to leave the legs up for now. So we've covered 3 functions now. The other function that this chair has, it's called the electric recline. That's when the back goes back by itself. You can see it going back. That's called the electric recline. So if you were laying down flat, let's just see how far this will go. So it goes all the way flat. So this would be your seat all the way flat and your legs all the way up, okay? So let me bring the seat, the recline back up, and the legs to go down. I'm hitting 2 buttons at once here. If you want to do 2 functions like I'm doing the seat and the legs, you just go through the joystick and just do it through the joystick. When you're outside, just leave those legs out like that so you have more room, you know, so we don't want you to jam into a concrete curb or something because they're very, very expensive to fix, okay? So far we've covered the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric legs. The last function, the 5th function, is called the interior tilt. Now if you're going to do the interior tilt, I would recommend you raise the seat up a little bit, just a couple inch, and then you would hit your tilt button forward. You would hit the tilt button, so if you watch it, you see how it's going down? There we go, look at that. Wow, that's a nice tilt. So this is called the interior tilt. You can see how it's going this. So this is as much as you're going to get, but it's still very nice to have if you have that. Not all chairs have it, and some people like that because it's a little bit easier to get out because you would bring the legs in, flip the foot plate, and you'd be able to get out, okay? So I'm going to bring it back down just to show you how it went up. You can see my hand right there. It's coming back down. So that's called your interior tilt. So that's the 5 electrical function this chair has. The seat on this chair is 18 by 20 deep. Now, these seats are adjustable, okay? We just put a bigger cushion, we can adjust the base. So if this seat is not big enough or too big, we can make them smaller or larger, and we just put a bigger cushion, okay? The arms do flip up. Now this chair has what's called lateral pads for your knees. With these over here, what it does, it keeps your knees from buckling out and it keeps your feet on the foot plate. They're very nice, and you can take them off if you want to, and they're fully adjustable. So I'm going to show you real quick. There's 3 adjustments. You have 1, 2, and 3. 3 adjustments. So when you put them here, you can go in, out, sideways. You can do anything you want. You can adjust them, and you can move them forward by moving the clip forward on the shaft right here. So I personally like them right about here because that's where your knees are at, you know, right next to your knees. But I'm going to tighten them up so there's no play. So you can take those off if you don't need those on there. Also with this chair, we've got what's called a retractable safety belt. So you have a safety belt here, and when you're done with it, just like your car, it retracts, okay? This is called a retractable safety belt. It's already on this chair. This is an addition. It's a nice addition to have. The back of the chair If we look at the back, we have push bars. So we have push bars right here. That's also custom on this chair. You have a headrest. I'll take it off so you can see. It's fully adjustable. All kinds of adjustment on this headrest, okay? When we ship these chairs, we always turn the power off. So you see where my hand is right here? There's a button, but the button's on top, you'll hear it. Right now I just turned the whole power. There's no power in this chair. So you need to put your hand in here and flip the button to the left. The power is back on. These lights are reflectors, so a lot of people call me and say, how come my lights are not coming on? They're only reflectors, okay? I'm going to turn the power. Now when you turn the power off over here, you have to turn the power back on in the front, okay? This is your turning radius. So if you had it in your house, this is what it would look like in your house. This chair has a 300-pound weight capability. It has a total distance of about 15 miles on a battery charge. So the distance depends what kind of surface you're on. If you're going uphill, the weight of the user. So the 15 miles, you could get more, you could get less. It's just a gauge, okay, to tell you. When you charge the batteries, you'll take the Permobil charger that comes with your chair. You'll plug it right below your joystick. And as soon as the light on the charger goes all the way to the top, 100% full, this charger will stop. It'll still be lit up, but it'll stop charging. All right. I don't think I forgot anything about this chair. So let's recap. We have here a Permobil F5, very hard to find. 5 electrical function. It has the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric legs, and the interior tilt. 5 electrical function. It has a top speed of 7.5 miles an hour, so it's a fast chair, and it also has 5 electrical function. It has 2 miles, so it's in new condition. 2 miles is the total miles on this chair. It does have the swing away joystick. It does have the lateral knee pad. It does have the retractable safety belt. Of course, the Permobil suspension, which is Permobil are famous for their suspension. The leather seat, the adjustable headrest, the push bars. I can go on and on and on. This is the top in quality in power chair. So if you're looking for a power chair with speed, where nobody else has a 14-inch seat lift, 7.5 miles an hour, and all the other goodies that come with this chair with 2 miles, this would be a really nice one. So this is the Permobil F5. Very, very smooth, very fast. Top speed I got out of it was 7.3 miles an hour, so they're not always going to be exactly 7.5. You'll get between 7.3, 7.4, which is still plenty fast. And when you let go of the joystick, it brakes automatically. It has built-in brakes. You can control the speed forward and reverse just by pushing the joystick a little bit if you wanted to. So if I just move it forward just a little bit, you can see how slow I'm going. Or I can go forward up to 7.5 miles an hour. This is such a nice, smooth chair. Nothing is jerky about this chair either. No problem in the grass. Now when I say no problem in the grass, is my grass is decent, I have a good bottom. If you have a potato field, these are not for potato field, they're for manicured lawn, hard grass, up north, where you got some bottom to it, where the wheels don't get bogged down, okay? What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna elevate the seat lift, and I'm gonna drive the chair with the seat elevated just to give you an idea what it looks like. Again, this is the Permobil F5, 2 miles on this chair. 7.3 miles an hour is the top speed I got out of it. It has the 14-inch seat lift, the tilt, the recline, the electric legs. It also has the interior tilt, the swing away joystick. I can go on and on. The lateral pads. Just a top of the line power chair if you're looking for the best. The seat's elevated now, so this is my top speed, about 1.5 miles an hour. So that's the speed it would go, top speed, with the seat elevated. Now I'm going to bring the seat halfway down just to try something. I'm going to bring the seat back halfway down. I just want to try something. All right, so we're halfway down. I want to see something now. So it's still 1.5 miles an hour. So this is the Permobil F5. So you can drive it with the seat elevated in your kitchen at the mall. But if you're going to drive it with the seat elevated, make sure you're on flat surface. You're not in the yard. You're asking for trouble. These are nice chairs, but you must take care of them. This is really a gorgeous chair.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex.
We are a family-owned business for over 25 years.
We have many products available, not just what you see in this video. If you would like to learn more, you can call the number below at 800-677-6293, or you can visit us directly at www.marcsmobility.com.